I was thinking while I got the car open and kind of down, probably be down for a couple of days while I'm doing the alternator thing. Thinking, might as well just remove these and fix these broken clips, along with trying to straighten out the bent panel. Looks like this car was in a wreck. Maybe I could straighten it out and fix it to actually fit better on here and sit here straight. Also, unfog these lenses and fix them till they won't fog back up. I'll be right back and we'll get started on them. To get this job started, you're going to need some tools to take off the headlights. Got this little cheap $10 tool set from Walmart. It'll get the job done, get the headlights off. You're going to need some clear paint. What you really want to get is the non-yellow and UV resistant clear to make sure your lights don't go yellow again. This is I don't know if it's 800 or 1000 grit. It's somewhat fine grit sandpaper. I think this side is 800 and this side is 1000. I went ahead and got 1200 grit because I want the smoothest finish as possible before I paint it. And just some microfiber, whatever that fancy snazzy, all that stuff, whatever. Microfiber pads. I got pads. You can get little rags or whatever, just to clean it up real nice. Make sure you get all the little lint and stuff off of it whenever you paint it. Let's get started. Shouldn't be too hard to get a flathead that'll fit across the screw, and you just you unscrew it. This will be the same pretty much for any flashlights. Yeah, flashlights. Same for any headlight. Remove the headlight. Most of the time, it's just got a few things retaining it, whether it's clips, screws. I'll show you what I'm talking about on the Mods Mobile. Alright, we'll take that out. Take that with me. Then this one has another clip down here. Full screw. See it right there. Holding it on. Oh, and before I forget, you need the most important thing. Get you some Mad Mods Magical Sanding Fluid. This is going to be perfect for all your needs for sanding. This is what's going to make sure you get a nice, good sanding finish. I'm just kidding. You want to get a container of soapy water. That's all this is. This is going to help you with the whole wet sanding process. What you're going to want to do is go ahead and get your Mad Mods Magical Sanding Fluid ready. Or if you're on the high end, you're going to get your Magical Sanding Liquid. You're going to want to go ahead and spray down as much as you want. Just go ahead and give it a quick wipe down with a microfiber thing, pad, cloth, whatever you want to use. Go ahead and just get all the extra crap off of it that you don't want to just dig in. Look at that. You just don't want it to dig in there. Just get it all off. Because it's going to get caught by the sanding paper and you're just going to create deep gouges. Alright. Now that we fully staticized the headlight, go ahead. There you go. You can see all these little things, oxidation, and it took its toll on this headlight. We're going to go ahead and put it down, get it nice smooth before we paint it. Let's get to it. Right. Don't be afraid to spray as much soapy water on there as you want. Okay, never go wrong with too much soapy water. Just spray it on there. Just get to sanding. That's all you gotta do. I try to keep my sanding straight, aligned with the actual headlight. So I'll sand like this. I won't do no swirls and I won't go up and down. That's just me. If you want to sand a different way, that's up to you. To me, I just find it easier to do it like this. Make sure there's no imperfections, at least as much as there is. Shut up, birds. I think they want to fight. Get out of here. Alright. Enough distractions. Let's keep sanding. You're probably wondering what am I going to do around these bubbles. Well, I'm going to do the same thing, just sand. That's it, just sand the same direction. That's all you got to do. Just get as much sanding done as possible. You can see already, this yellow haze is already being picked up by just me sanding it. You can see all this yellow crap on here. All right there. All the soap water does is just keep it lubricated so you just don't get no deep gouges in it. It's nice and smooth all the way around. That's it as far as the first sanding part. I won't show you the rest because it's just the same thing over and over. So through the power of video editing, I'm gonna go ahead and jump cut to where I'm finishing up the last sanding process and we can get straight to the painting. Finished off with the little sanding sponge and I'm going to hit it with some 1200 grit. See how nice and smooth it gets with this. Again, same process. Just find a nice, there we go, nice stable area to set the light down. Spray. Spray the paper. Get everything nice and wet. Just get at it. Remember, don't be worried about how much soapy water you use, just enough to keep it lubricated. And just keep going at it. Don't stop. One thing that I forgot to mention is that you all want something to take off any maybe wax, residue, or anything like that. You know, that's why I got 2 fiber cloth, whatever, microfiber, there you go, microfiber pads. That's the word I was looking for. That's why I got 2 of them. One to just kind of take off the sand or whatever, or leftover dust whenever I was sanding it, and one clean one so I can actually take off all the residue. You can get wax and grease remover. This is, come on man, we're mad mods. We don't want to spend nothing, so you got alcohol. This will work just as fine. You know, there's probably better ways, there's more professional ways, but you know what? We're not professionals. Let's keep it unprofessional. I also like alcohol because it dries fast. Just wipe it down. Get it ready for painting. I've been letting the paint sit in the sun to kind of bake the can, make it warm. Because my dad always told me you want to paint warm surfaces and you want to paint with warm paint. Don't know why. I'll probably talk about it later why it's more effective. But as of right now, I have no idea why. Alright, look at that. That is nice. Nice and clean, smooth to the touch. Everything's ready to get going. Let's get started. You want to make sure you get this real dry. That's why I used alcohol. You don't want any water running on the light because it'll just fuck up the paint. So you want to get it dry as possible. I lay it down somewhere I can spray paint it without it messing anything up. Use cardboard, whatever, table that you don't like. Whatever you want, painting surface doesn't matter. Whatever you want to paint on is fine. I got it under some kind of covering. I don't want nothing falling on it. I don't want nothing, bugs landing on it. I don't want nothing to mess this up in any way. Matter of fact, I see a little spot. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it again with a little alcohol. Hit it again with the alcohol and microfiber cloth. So I want to make sure this is as clean as possible, so I can get the best finish for what I paid. I think in total on this headlight restoration, I probably spent I want to say about, see, the can was $3, the tools was 10, which the tools doesn't really count, so I'm not going to count that because I'm going to use that towards everything. The paper was 3. I think in total I probably spent like $12, and that's nothing, especially if you're going to restore your headlights. It's not something that you're going to die spending $12 on. Let's help this get dry. Hit the dry side with the microfiber, take off any dusties, fuzzies, whatever you want to call it, that might be on here. Some people will probably tape off the rubber. I don't really care, so I'm not going to tape it off. I'm not going to try and get too much paint on it, so I'm just going to go ahead and get at it. The can is nice and warm. The paint is ready. Now, one thing I learned about painting is that you want to start off of it and you want to end off of it. And I'm just going to throw on a few light coats. I'm probably going to throw on like around 5 coats in total. Maybe 3 light ones and 2 heavier ones. Not too heavy to where it doesn't get too much overspray, but just something that way it just works a lot better. Alright, that's the first coat. Looks good. A fucking fly almost flew on my damn headlight. That would have been terrible. But just with one coat, you can already see the damn difference. It is beautiful. Look at it. Just magnificent. These lights never looked any better just with one coat. Come back in and do another coat in a second. Through the magic of film editing, I will jump cut till maybe when I get to the heavier coats. I will see you guys in about 30 years. We're going ahead and finishing with the last coats. You can just see that, Jesus, it's just a whole different world with this light. It looks so good now. Like, it's unbelievable. Very satisfied with what I'm doing. I'll go ahead and lay on a couple more layers and that'll be it. Then we can let it bake out in the sun. We'll probably not let that bake out in the sun, but let it bake. Let it sit here in the heat. It looks good. I'm definitely going to be able to see through this at night. I'll go ahead and put on the last layers. The last one should be thicker. First one's kind of feeling the imperfection. I see there's a little cracking still from the, but you know what? I'm cool with that. This is just so the car looks better. This is not going to be something that, hey, you know, this definitely got them. This is just something to, hey, you're on a budget. You can't freaking see at night, and you want to be able to see, or you just want your headlights to look better. You know, this looks good to me. Like, I like this, and I'm very satisfied with what I've done. Let me go ahead and lay on these coats, and you can see for yourself. It's not too hard. It's something that you can definitely do yourself if you took your time. It's just something that I think altogether it probably took me like 2 hours, maybe, taking off and on the headlights. That'll be it. Making sure I got all coverage, especially around these bulbs. then I'll let it sit and let it just settle. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all you had to do to get your lights to get this nice clean looking finish. Looks good. I went and did a couple repairs. These little brackets, went ahead and super glued them up over there. This one too. That way the lights sit a little more better. Inside this, I'm gonna go ahead and replace these bulbs because that one's out. With these LED ones I had sitting around the house, I looked it up and they was pretty nice. I don't even remember where I got these from. But yeah, let's get cracking. And I went ahead and put these in that digital glow. A lot more quicker and doesn't have the fading glow of a incandescent light bulb. Very bright. They look nice. Alright, well let's put it all back together and see what it looks from there. And the lights are now back on. Don't tell me this car looks almost 120% better just with these being replaced. Being redone, whatever. The LED lights, they are looking fabulous. Headlights. Yep. These are some gorgeous looking headlights. Brakes. Yes. That is looking fierce, my friends. Sorry, I waited a little bit too late in the day and I'm getting distracted, but other than that, they look gorgeous. Look at that. It's very, looks beautiful. Well, that's it. Showed you how to clear them up. Maybe you do some aftercare later on. You could wax them if you want to. It's like paint. It's like the paint on your car. You can wax them. You can buff them. You can cut them. Anything you do with a painted car, you can do with these headlights now. Well, I'm pretty satisfied. You guys let me know if y'all did this to your cars and send in some pictures, and maybe we could say that we helped a couple of people. Well, I appreciate you watching this episode, or whatever this is. Hopefully, oh, fucking mosquitoes! Excuse me. God damn it. And hopefully put out something else more entertaining. If you enjoyed me getting frustrated, you enjoyed me talking about bullshit, you know, catch it. This is Mad Mods, and we're out. Shut up, birds.